Hello and welcome to a special edition of me playing Twisted Metal Black. My name is Drew, and I hope you enjoy. You may be wondering what is so special about this specific edition of Twisted Metal Black. Well, my child, every edition of Twisted Metal Black is special, but this one more so. I'm going to beat the game in under 30 minutes, or at least do my darndest to try. I don't really have a character that I've used for, quote-unquote speed running. Really, Junkyard Dog comes to mind as one that's very solid. Just decent armor, okay speed, and a special weapon that is very forgiving. Another vehicle that's very good is Outlaw, who again has very forgiving armor and speed, and a special weapon that doesn't necessarily need to be aimed all that well. The shots aren't perfectly homing or anything, but you definitely don't have to aim with it or time it. But I think today what I'll be going with is our friend, Mr. Grimm, the man whose mind was corrupted and twisted and mangled into the monster you see today. I'm using an auto splitter because my stupid human brain and thumbs cannot time things very well, so we have the magic of auto splitters to help keep me on track. And you can see at the top of the screen, you have my previous times, like my previous best for each stage. Not especially impressive, but I think that's okay, because speedrunning as a concept for me is somewhat addicting, even though I suck at it, because it's a process of iteration and improvement, getting better each time around, and that experience of constantly challenging yourself and then being rewarded with that dopamine rush of like incremental, tangible improvement, something that I really do enjoy. So I like having those at the top, even though they suck right now. The idea is that hopefully in the near future, at some point before the heat death of the universe, those times can be better, even if it's only marginally so. But I have not played this game in a few weeks, so I'm relatively rusty. I've been focusing more on Fallout New Vegas lately, doing the Rick Whiskey playthroughs. I did a poll on my channel just yesterday to see what people, just trying to gauge interest, I suppose. It's only got like 100 votes or something so far, but just trying to get the temperature check on the community on what they expect from me. As a content creator, ultimately, I'm a servant to the people. I am a lowly peasant to the algorithms and whims of my audience. And so I want to deliver as much content as possible that people actually want to put their eyeballs on and spend time with. And as much as I have fun making Rick Whiskey and I want to continue making those, I'll take a small break to focus on a little bit of Twisted Metal, which is the foundation of this channel, for better or worse. As a franchise that's been around for a long time and has sort of waxed and waned in interest. The TV show certainly helps out a lot. It's not something you can really make a full-time channel around, unfortunately. And there's also other things in my life that I enjoy doing and talking about, such as Fallout. But if I could find a way to balance those two together and give the people what they want while also satisfying my creative urges, then I think that'll be the dream. And right now we're living the dream because we have only 4 opponents left, and I've only wasted 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes of time has evaporated through this tournament so far. Mr. Grimm, very satisfying to use because his special weapon is it's effectively just a glorified power missile, but fuck it, man. It fucking rules. It's so great. So we'll get rid of him. So a lot of these weapons are very useful, unlike in, I guess my biggest issue with Twisted Metal 3 and 4 is the weapons just do not feel very good to use. They're not powerful. A lot of them are just sort of fire and forget in a way that's not satisfying. Maybe I'm not articulating it especially well, but what I'm trying to say is I love the weapons in this game, more so than other games in the series. Alright, we gotta figure this shit out. This is not good. Okay, I don't know what happened to my satellite missile there. It just disappeared. It's gone into the ether. It is with the underworld now. The demons of the hellscape have claimed it. And I'm not here for it. What I was originally going to do is challenge myself to see if I can beat the game without healing items, but I figure a 30-minute or less run was more appropriate. And so far I think I'm being rewarded in that effort. Dude, I don't know how the fuck that missed. My god. Alright, well, Axel's going to be an absolute moron, and, okay, he stood still, but he's usually a person that's very hard to hit. And I think I have Freeway, yeah. So most speedrunners actually go with suburbs for the most part. but I think it's because their skill level is at such a high level that even with the extra opponent, it makes more sense just to sit in the town area of suburbs and just clean house. But for me, I tend to go to Freeway because it's one less opponent, and I like the weapon selection that I have, even though it's not as much as maybe Suburbs is. It works for me. But I think as my skills evolve and my routes, I guess, change over time, maybe I'll go to Suburbs. But for now, it's all about Freeway. Just that one extra opponent really kills it for me. And I have a better flow when it comes to Freeway here. Mr. Grimm makes it very, very easy. Yeah, there's Manslaughter down. Take some pot shots over at Yellow Jacket as I fling a scythe into outer space because I absolutely suck at this game. But I tend to stay towards... Okay, just punted that car. But I tend to stay towards the construction yard area where there is a satellite right here, a gas cannon, and in this lower section there's even more goodies to take hold of. I like the machine gun use on Mr. Grimm because it shoots from one location in a straight line, as I guess most machine guns do in this game. But for instance, like Manslaughter, the machine guns on the car are so far apart that they're almost useless. Whereas when they shoot from just one spot on the car, it makes it a lot easier to line up shots to take out opponents. Alright. Yeah, Axel is always going to be a fucking pain. Well, I'm not doing terrible on time, I guess. I like to finish the first level around 4 minutes, if not less, like 3.5 if possible, but the talking aspect to this, like where I'm trying to give commentary that's not just garbled nonsense, it's a little bit trickier than I thought it would be, so that's an added challenge to this, where normally if I'm speedrunning, I'm just sitting silently in a room, staring at a screen, hoping to God that the RNG gods praise me and grant me their wishes, but talking is a whole other ballgame. Commentary, as bad as I might be at it, it's certainly a challenge. But as far as content goes in this channel, I'll try to find a balance between the stuff that I just really love doing, like Rick Whiskey. And I love doing this too, obviously, but it's just, you don't want to be a one-trick pony. And I fear for my content future that I'm just a Twisted Metal vehicle, so to speak. I am just a vessel for more Twisted Metal content. And I should accept that lot in life and not complain about it, but I long for more. It's like that kid in the Hallmark movies, his dad's like a famous architect with the architect business. The kid's like, I don't want to be part of your architect business, Dad. I want to be a florist. I want to grow flowers in a garden. And the dad just so disappointed. I feel like that's YouTube and me. That's our relationship. They want me to be a Twisted Metal boy, and by golly, I want to be a Fallout man. Just stalling for time as fucking Roadkill's screaming towards me. Yeah, he is definitely an opponent worth fearing. Okay, I'm almost done with this level. If only I can take out these guys in a relatively quick manner. But I need weapons. And I don't have any more healing there. One speedrunning strat to use in this game is that the secret healths are abundant and generous. And that will go towards it now. It's down here. So I think Shadow is mostly healthy, while Roadkill is facing certain death here in a moment. But I think this 30-minute or less time frame is quickly coming upon us, because we're almost 10 minutes in, and I'm only maybe just now beating the first 2 levels, so we'll have to speed this up a bit. It's probably a bit overkill, but fuck it. There we go. Yeah, you gotta love those utility weapons. And downtown is where we go. River Park Rumble, which is almost like a 1-to-1 remake of the Twisted Metal 1 map, which is why I called it that. Listen to me explaining a fucking joke to you. Jesus Christ. But I do prefer this over Highway Loop when I have a smaller vehicle like Mr. Grimm. Highway Loop is really best if you can push opponents into the bottomless pit, which is one of the few times that you can really manipulate the AI into like an instant death. Otherwise, you have to pretty much just put on your big boy pants and kill him. But there's also one less opponent on this map versus Highway Loop, which is another big boon. if you look at the map selection, it almost seems like there is like a, when there's a choice to be had, like, on levels 2, 3, and 6, there's almost like an easy option and a hard option throughout. So for me, like, Freeway tends to be the easy option. Downtown's the easy option, so to speak, and then, of course, Snowy Roads versus Drive-In Movie is not even a fucking contest. I mean, Drive-In Movie is just brutal. But I like this map for the aesthetic. I think some people say it's boring. It's just a grid structure of concrete and despair, but I like it. I mean, sure, the sun does make an appearance. My God, bro is coming in hot with the ramming. Yeah, the sun does make an appearance on Highway Loop, but I don't know. Maybe the sun is overrated. It's had it, too good for too long. People really give it a lot of credit for what it does. I don't know, giving life to the planet. Sure, whatever, man. I think it's too bright. I think it gives me sunburns. I think it's too hot sometimes. So take that, sun. I'll take the pounding rain of downtown any day of the week. And we'll see if these satellites can actually make a connection this time. Perfect. Okay, I'm surprised that power missile actually made contact. Alright, if I have a special ready, then I will... If I can just get a moment to myself. Thank you. I think we'll just finish off Outlaw with some machine guns. Okay, this is just becoming a fucking slugfest, my God. I should not have ignored Darkseid. I should have just taken her out when I could. I think she took offense to that I focused more on Outlaw than her, but you know what? I think for one moment in her life, she can just not be the center of attention. How about that? Okay, maybe I just suck. Alright, 5 opponents left. Some of them are on the ropes, such as Outlaw, who is now in the underworld. He's mingling with these souls of the Twisted Metal victims, all having a little party down there in hell. Enjoy it. I'll be there soon. So Mr. Grimm is not someone I think is long for this planet. I think he's itching to go back down to the underworld. See who's over here. Spectre. I really hope this fucking reticle gets off just fine. That wasn't a full charge, but yeah, it was about as much as I felt comfortable with charging it. Alright, we gotta get rid of Darkseid, because she is a fucking menace. If my shield can go off, that'd be fantastic. I don't know how you're alive. Okay, great. Alright, we don't want to waste all my weapons here, so let's get the health. And we'll focus on Mr. Brimstone here. A little brimy. Okay, there he goes. And then that should leave just a very weak Spectre and Yellow Jacket, who's in his home turf right now, the streets of Midtown. He's no longer picking up fares, he's picking up kill streaks. Yeah. That should finish him off. Alright, well now we're on to Minion, so we're making decent progress. If we can beat Minion in a relatively reasonable amount of time, then we should be well on our way to a sub-30 playthrough. You can see the sum of my best segments is 2356. You can see that they're by Warhawk Tua. And we're not getting anywhere fucking close to that, and nor have I. That's more of the optimistic way to look at my speed runs to this point, because that's not the actual fastest I've gone. That's just the fastest I would have gone if I had done all my fastest levels on one single playthrough, which has not happened yet, and I don't expect it to happen anytime soon. But I do have I think a 25-minute run is my fastest. I don't remember what my actual fastest was, but I don't want to submit a time until, one, I can confirm that I'm not cheating actively, because I do have a couple of patches on this game, and I can't confirm or deny if I have them on right now. I don't think they affect the game, really, in any meaningful way. However, speedrunners do not care. The rules are the rules, and I respect that. So I won't submit a run until I know for sure that I'm not cheating, and I have a run that's actually worth submitting. Yeah, that was dumb. I don't know what I was doing there. I wasted a lot of time. But I got a shield down in 1 life, so that's a very efficient first life there, but I should have just taken the L once the shield was down and just got my weapons. Wasted some time there with no damage done. But power missiles, I want to save those as much as I can. The reticle, I will use that to deal damage, but there's a balance I need to get here where I have to, kill Minion, obviously. But also, I need to save weapons for Prison Passage, which is coming up shortly. Hopefully. There we go. So let's get him in the red, and then I can feel more comfortable getting more weapons here. So we want to bring something into Prison Passage. But I don't want to risk him blowing my ass up. I brought a motorcycle to a car fight. And yet I'm the one on top. Let's go. Mr. Grimm is I think every car in this game has a shield. You know, it doesn't make much sense, really, if this was like a real car fight, that, you know, a single missile just doesn't utterly destroy a car. Like they have a health bar and stuff. I think it's a shield. I think Calypso put shields on these cars, right? And then when you have like the shield command, that's just like a way to, I guess, completely block damage. But I think that once you reach like the red on your health bar, I think that's when your car is actually taking damage. Maybe that's not true, because I guess the vehicles show damage throughout the fight, but just a fun theory to try to stall for time as I gather weapons. Well, we're halfway through, and we're just over 15 minutes, so we have to pick up the pace on these last 3 levels. Boat normally takes a bit of time to get through, but if I gathered as many weapons as I hope I did, we should be able to clear it somewhat quick. Same with Snoo Roads, which should be a walk in the park. A walk in the frozen, hellish park. Yeah, I wish he would have stood still. That would have been fucking sweet. Okay, not the worst people to be stuck in a box with. Brimstone, I can confess my sins to him in this confession box of a location. So we need to take care of these guys as quickly as possible, because the doors do not open until they are perished. They have been befallen. Oh my god, come on. Land it. There we go. That was very close and very stupid. And Roadkill's up here, so a single one of his specials will take me out, so we need to hurry up and... Okay, I hope I can survive a Ghost Missile, because for some reason when I use the Ghost Missile, enemies can dodge it fairly easily, yet when I use it, apparently it's the hardest thing in the world to land. And I was a little premature with that satellite detonation. But it matters not, because she's already dead. There she goes. Alright, Roadkill is scheming. He's trolling. So I need to save my... He's going to launch some shit pretty quick, so let's... So I can spend as much time as I want on this section, really, because the level does not progress until we dock the boat into port. So I have all the time I need to fuck around with Mr. Doe here. Jonathan Doe. There we go. Alright, I got that off at least. And he is... Okay, I don't know why he didn't just shoot me with that. That was insane. Yeah, he shot that into absolutely nowhere. I don't know if maybe he was seeing double, maybe he's picking up a DUI. I don't think DUIs really matter too much in Twisted Metal. I think that we're beyond that. I mean, he's already been arrested, essentially. We're on a boat, prison boat, so I would imagine that drunk driving is not a factor here. So that's how I rationalize him just shooting into nothing when he could have easily killed me. But I think we've now docked, and it's up to us to kill these last 4 opponents without embarrassing ourselves. Come on, Mr. Grimm. Oh my god, I cannot waste all my fucking sights, can I? I don't think that's physically possible. I think, like, statistically speaking, I can throw like 1,000,000 sights, and one of them's bound to hit, so come on. I gotta get one of these to actually land. As long as he doesn't drop his rocks anywhere nutty, it should be okay. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead and open up the bridge, wasting a lot of time. Looks like it's up to, I think it's Axel, Yellow Jacket, and Warhawk. There's a lot of armor to contend with. I'll pick up all these if we can. Pick up all the hell, just gobble it up. As much time as I'm wasting, I think it's waste even more time if I die, so... Gather all that up. Should have at least 1 or 2 specials ready to go. Alright, there's half his health gone. One of those gotta have. They're a pile of bodies. Just a pile of cars. One of them had to hit. Alright, this is not looking good. I have no weapons. There should be a power missile. Well, there is a power missile. I have to get it. I have to rip it from the jaws of the universe. You have to earn it in this game. Nothing is free. Alright, I think Axel is the most undamaged. I think he's still at full health, or basically full health. And he's just a fucking nightmare to hit, and I hate him so much. Wow. Well, we have 10 minutes left to finish this level, as well as 2 more, which is really not looking great. So this challenge is not on it. So not looking fucking great at all. Oh man, what a game. What a game we play. If I just get my gamer pants on, maybe we can finish this up. Alright, so he's down. Let's get as many weapons as we can. I want to say gas can, and then I'll switch around. This is really shitty, man. I have no weapons. I hope he's like close to dead, thank God. Well, he's close to dead if I can hit with weapons. Like, as bad as I am at shooting, he might as well be at full health. My God. Alright, so now we can move on to snowy roads, for which I have no good weapons. Yeah, it took way too long on boat. Alright, so let's just gather weapons, and sprint away. All we care about right now are weapons. Damage-dealing devices. And I can unload a little bit. And if these guys all want to bunch up over there, then I can gather some of these environmentals. That'll help us out a lot. Alright, it's time to get some health. Okay, got Junkyard Dog down. That was a very haphazard, ugly way to kill somebody, but you know, you do what you gotta do. You gotta get your hands dirty in the world of Twisted Metal. Alright, just Dark Side is in yellow. It's nice. So I'm just gonna hope that maybe the other side of the map is just full of enemies. So I can get some of these. Yeah, there are a lot more over there, so that's... I feel like more of them should have hit that time around, but I feel like only one person actually got damaged, which is very unfortunate. It's like they were over here, but not quite fully in the lightning's path. Alright, this is not a bad spot. Not a bad spot. Come on, come on. It's getting frozen like hell over here, man. I mean, fitting, it's a snow level, but still. Would appreciate not getting fucking blasted. Alright, need more weapons, as always. Oh no, I thought I had a fucking homing missile. That was awful. That was rough. Alright, thank you for that. Should have a power missile? Of course not. Of course it's been taken. Well, we're down to 5 opponents, so we've killed 3 somehow. I think I can take out Dark Side with my Mega Guns. Perfect. Accuracy on point. Oh, Sweet Tooth, that would have taken you out, dude. Oh, if only. If only. I don't know what the hell that was. This might be a bad idea, but I don't know why I tried that. Sweet Tooth is the only guy over there. Fucking great. Oh, fuck me. I thought I was going to get that gas can off. But dude just laying mines like a nut. And Sweet Tooth just remains elusive. My scythe just will not hit him. What horrible luck. Alright, chill. Thank God for that barrier. Would have been careening to the fucking earth. Alright, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm not doing well. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. God damn it. And the rooftop's gonna take fucking forever. I suck at that. Okay, someone fell off. No, they both fell off simultaneously. Fantastic. Wow. Well done. Never seen that before. They both careen to their deaths. Wow. What a game. Alright, I have 5 minutes to complete rooftops and Warhawk Tua. And Warhawk should only take like a minute and a half or so. So it really gives me about 3.5 for this, which is absurd. That would be an insanely fast rooftops. And let's just get some weapons. I need to stop trying to like kill people with my fucking starting weapons. It's like the biggest cardinal sin I can possibly think of. And of course, you just always just barely avoid my shots. Way to go. All right, that's one down. Of course, Axel's here. Why would he not be? Why would Axel not be here? Fuck it. Let's go down. Thanks for just standing still, buddy. Very nice of you. Now, if these guys can just, maybe get hit by a wrecking ball or two, that'd be very helpful, but I don't see this going anywhere special. My dreams of a sub 30 are slipping away as we play. Oh yes, fall off. Thank you. Thank you so much, Outlaw. That's very kind. Let's see if Manslaughter can play nice. Okay, always respect the wrecking ball. That is rule number 1 for Twisted Metal. Respect the wrecking ball. You gotta be fucking shitting me. You have to be shitting me. What a shot. Oh my god. Yeah, this is definitely not gonna work out. I really desperately wanted to get sub 30, on a video where I'm talking, because the extra distraction of commentary is, an extra hurdle to overcome, and it seems to be a hurdle too great to be overcome, unfortunately. But we'll certainly do our best. We'll get as close as we can. But these guys are just fucking relentless. My god, I have no weapons. Oh my god, thank you, Axel, for just being the hardest guy on the planet to hit. Holy shit. Just hope somebody else fell off with me. That'd be nice of them. It's unlikely, but you just hope. Alright, dude. Fuck you. I way overkill with the scythe there, but as long as he's fucking dead, I do not give a shit at this point. Manslaughter, you fucking goon. Dude, how am I already in the red? I just spawned. Did I not just spawn? Holy fuck. It's like the enemies sometimes are like super passive and like docile. They just do not want to attack. And then they just flip a goddamn switch and they just become inhuman monsters of mass destruction. And I cannot afford to fucking die again. Like, this has not become a speedrun. This is just a battle for survival. I think what I've learned throughout this playthrough is that doing like a cold playthrough that's a speedrun is a bad idea. Because again, this is the first time I played this game in a few weeks, which it doesn't sound like much, but when you're trying to play the game at your highest possible level, I think a warm-up is in order, and I did not have that warm-up, not one bit. We're down to 3, and health seems to be at a premium, so as long as this wrecking ball can mosey on out of here, I don't trust somebody not to fucking snipe me again. There we go. So I'll try to save that health for when I need it. Alright, see, right now, these guys just do not want to engage. They want to just drive around in circles. But the moment I'm at, like, a weak point, they just sniff it. They can smell it. And they are just relentless. Which is right now, because once, already a third of my health is left. My god. Just like that. I was at full, and now I'm below half. Well done, everybody. Well done. You've done it. You've really done it this time. I didn't have a chance to hit him before I was at less than half health. It's just the nature of Twisted Metal, baby. Gotta love it. Alright. Yeah, their freeze missiles are out in full force lately. They just love that shit. There we go. So Junkyard is left. Well, there goes our sub-30 dreams. Evaporating before us as the clock ticks over to over 30 minutes. Unfortunate. Well, I tried. I did my absolute best to get a sub 30 for this game, and I failed. A filthy failure, but I want to keep trying. And so if this is something you want to keep seeing, is me attempting to speedrun this game and try to incrementally get better and see if I can break the surly bonds of my personal best, then let me know in the comments below. I really hope you enjoyed watching. Yeah, these are a blast to make. If you want to see more of this or more of anything else, just please let me know and let me know what you think. Take care and have a nice day.